How do you see yourself? Over a year ago, I was speaking to a friend called Wayne, and we were talking about what we were working on at that stage in our life. I think he was working on a few videos, and I could have been putting a book together. It was during this time that he went a little deeper and was curious to know how I perceived myself. So, when I said that I would soon be releasing the book, he wasn't happy to just give me positive feedback and then to move on. He wanted to see what was going on for me. A big difference. I was surprised by this, as I was used to people giving me positive feedback when I spoke about something like this. But Wayne, on the other hand, is not someone who has a tendency to say things that a lot of other people say. After he said, "How do you see yourself?" I thought about what he said, and it became clear that I didn't have an empowering view of myself. Through being so focused on doing things, it stopped me from being aware of where I was coming from. An important question. In other words, I was so focused on what I wanted to achieve that it caused me to be unaware of why I wanted to achieve it. Ultimately, looking into how I saw myself was a way to get in touch with my self-image. With this in mind, it became clear that I had to be coming from the right place, and that it wasn't enough to simply do things. In this context, the quality of the work that I produced was only one part of it. The other part was seeing myself as someone who produced quality work. A big effect. How I saw myself would have a big impact on how I presented my work, what I did with it, and even the energy that was behind it. Therefore, if this part of the equation was not right, I would only be able to get so far. Part of me would be on board, but another part of me wouldn't be going in the same direction. What I came to see was that every part of me wasn't going in the same direction. I was sabotaging myself. Shining the light. After being asked this question by Wayne, I could have ended up getting defensive. The trouble is that if this had indeed taken place, it would have stopped me from being able to reflect on what he asked me. As a result of this, my mind would have been closed, and it wouldn't have been possible for me to grow. I knew that he was coming from the right place, and I was open-minded, so fortunately this didn't happen. Final thoughts. This is just one of the many powerful questions that Wayne has asked me over the years. His mind is like a guided missile. The difference is that he is not interested in destroying buildings. He is interested in destroying false beliefs and outlooks. If you would like to find out more about Wayne and the services that he offers, please go to www.timetorelax.space.